Hey y'all, it's Nancy the Handy Scandy. Welcome back for another crafty venture. Hey y'all, welcome in, welcome in. This video is a little bit of a bunch of different things that have come in the mail. So there's some happy mail, there's some replacement products, there's some examples of companies making it right, and I'll explain what that means when we get there. There is some swap stuff, there's some haul stuff, there's a little bit of everything, but I thought we would just make one video of it, get it all taken care of, at least for this moment, and I can just show you guys what I got. So first, let me say I got a Halloween card from my stepdaughter Leah, and it's beautiful, and it says Wicked, and there's beautiful Halloween wishes inside, and I cannot find that card to save my life. My house is only, or my apartment is only so big, so I'm not sure where it has wound up. It's probably right here within the 6 foot length of my desk, but I'm just not finding it. But Leah, if you're watching, honey, I received your card and I love it and I love you and I miss you, honey. I wish that we could spend time together somehow. I still want a tattoo from you, my love. Still want that. So we will connect sometime in the future and make that happen for sure. But then the next thing that I got was a holiday card from Simon Says Stamp. So holiday wishes from Simon, a gift for you inside, and it's a $15 discount code, and I'm very thankful for that. I don't shop a whole lot from Simon, but I will definitely use that $15 discount code. I mean, why would I not, right? So excuse my reach. And then I participated in an ATC swap through ASC Crafts. The C is Crafts. And my swap partner was Marla Gygax. Am I saying that right, Marla? Gygax, G-Y-G-A-X, right? So let me kind of pull everything aside and read this card. Marla, you are adorable, and I thank you for being my partner, and I thank you for these beautiful projects. And so this is the little, it's a container, for lack of a better word, that she sent all of this goodness to me in. So let's just kind of, whoop, this is not part of that. We'll start at the back. So first there is this tag. I recognize this tag. I believe this die is from All in Create. I don't know this image, but she is creepy and beautiful at the same time somehow. I love this little glitter strip right there, and I love the cats. They're creepy cats. Love that though. And then on the back, even in our darkest moments, there is always a glimmer of light. That is from Visible Image, and I have this stamp set as well. And I love, Marla, I love the way you did that light bulb. It's beautiful. And so this is how this little holder slash folder goes. Then there is this one, Coffee First, Attitude Adjustment Later. And I love her. Love that vintage vibe and this fun little ribbon at the top. That's super, super cute. I am a coffee girl every morning of every day. I rolled my eyes so hard I checked out my own ass. So fun. I don't know where you got these dies or these images or the sentiments, but super, super cute. All right, and then we were just supposed to swap 3 ATCs, y'all, so you can see how generous she was. So this one says, Live Inspired. I think this is a Lavinia. Maybe not. I don't know, and I don't know the bees either. And then this side, I am not who I was yesterday. These are Lavinia, I know. Love the glittery detail you did. Love the little toadstools. Love the ink blending around the edges. Just beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. And then this one has this creepy little girl on this side. And look at that beautiful, so much going on in that background. So I see the stenciling back there, and I see, like, is this Looks like maybe some rice paper, a little nest of twine, and some numbers. My alone time is sometimes for your safety. I do have this image. I love her. And then she's got a little bit of glitter dots right there and this sweet trim across the bottom. Love, love, love. That's some serious fussy cutting, my friend. Wow. And then on this side, you've got the stenciling, or that might just be paper. And then you've got the glitter, probably a stickles. And then this guy is fussy cut right here. And there's a little tag right there with a number. And then the class C, number 13, Happy Dreams Come True. Love that. So cute. They're both so different. So very different. And then this one says, just here to say hi and make things weird. Now, there was another one that was stuck to his eyeball. I feel like that's Glossy Accents or something along those lines. Maybe, what is this one? Nouveau Jewel Drop, something along the lines of this. And the other guy got stuck on there. So you can see that it's not quite right. And I got off all that I could. So I'm going to go back and try to fix this later and try to fix the other one as well. But there's some sewing stitches on there. These little chickens are adorable. And this background paper, I've not seen that before. I love that. This side says autocorrect still says I want to say duck 12 times a day. And there is some embossing on this side. There's a little bit of glitter at the center of each of the flowers, and then this fun vintage girl. I just love it. Now this is the one that got stuck to the chicken eye, this bat. So there is, oh, there is some gauze back there, or some cheesecloth, and it is adhered down to the ATC card. There it goes, my last one. There it goes. Oh my goodness, I love her. That is fantastic. And this, oh my goodness, Marla, what gave you the idea to stamp the creepy skeleton face on this skeleton leaf? Love it. Exquisite. Fall is the death of summer. And I love this embossing on this ATC panel. So, so good. Oh my stars. And then this is the last one, and this one is a Christmas vibe. It has this, what is that called, that machine? Viewfinder, something like that. And then this little film strip over here, and then the different Christmas images. Christmas images in here, Christmas in here, holly jolly. This little tag with spearmint, candy cane, and then the little twine. And then on this side is this whole beautiful scene with the starry, snowy sky in the background with the lamp and the, he's not a gingerbread, what is he? Nutcracker. Snowflake and ho ho ho. Just love everything about this. Love it, love it, love it. Marla, you have outdone yourself, my sweet. This is not at all what I sent you. I'm so sorry. I feel like I've fallen short, but I love absolutely everything. This isn't going to fit in there. I hope you were able to get your yard done and that you were indeed able to elicit help from your hubby or from someone. Then I was on my sweet friend Yolande's channel not long ago, and she is Devon Rex for Art, I believe is the name of her channel, and she was doing a giveaway, and I happened to win. So she sent me my giveaway prizes, and one of them was this little stencil from PM Artist Studio, and this is just a fun digital image. It's the size of a postcard, so I could use it as such, but those donuts look quite yummy, actually. And this, I don't know. This is a digital image as well. I don't know if it's one she created. It looks like maybe she cut it out. And then this one is her own digital image. Devin Rex Digital. Kind of this weird space cat. And then this is funny. This is super, super funny. You're the best part of the pit. Mild and nutty olives with Google eyes. What in the world? And then she made this beautiful kind of ink blended background, ink smushed background, and this fun image here. You will be too much for some people. Those aren't your people. Thanks for coming to my live stream today. Hope you will enjoy these giveaway goodies. Yolande, aka Devin Rex for Art. Yolande, these are fantastic. Thank you so much. Thank you so, so much. These are fun. Fun, fun. All right, and then I have a couple examples of companies making good on their product. So the first one is this stamp that I got. I purchased it through Simon Says Stamp, but it's a Christina Werner collaboration with Concord and Ninth, and it had some flaws in the stamp. So I don't know if I can even show you effectively. Some of them, that's just the way a stamp stamps. But right here, there was actually a divot. Can you see that? There's actually a divot in the rubber. And you can see that also right here. And you know, these are bold, solid circles. So to make sure that you get enough ink on that, you definitely need a misty to make sure that you are getting all of that. But then also on, so I had to prove to them several times. There's another evidence of that, and some more evidence of that as I shifted the stamp down. So I had to send them photos and tell them what was happening and that type of thing. So this one is heat embossed. All the rest are just stamped in various inks. So then Simon sent me another one. I actually just got it in the mail yesterday. And this is how that one's stamped out. So there are a couple places that are still questionable here, here, here. But I need to go back and clean the stamp because there is some spots like in here, these spots here, here, and then right in here in this area, that it just had some kind of a residue on there. So I need to go back and I need to clean the stamp, and then I'll stamp it again. And then we'll just go from there. But I'm very impressed with Simon Says Stamp, Christina Werner, and Concord and Ninth that they made right on this product. So if it's still wrong, I don't know. My gut tells me that they would do it again. But also I'm thinking I'm not going to make a big deal of it, because when the background is the background because it's the background, right? So we cover things up. I talk about that kind of thing all the time. I don't sweat my backgrounds, but I do want, if I spend money on a product like this, I want it to be right. I want it to be quality. So that would be my only hesitation on not just eating it. So there's that. So we'll see what happens there. This is Olo. You guys have heard me lament my Olo stamps, and I've reached out to Olo, and I thought that they hadn't replied, but I was so wrong. That was totally on me. I did not get alerted, or I didn't recognize the alert, or didn't see the alert, or didn't respond to the alert. Not really sure, but it is not on Olo. Olo responded right away. Like, I think it was the day after I sent the email, Olo responded. So long story short, they told me that they think what's happening is that when I'm coloring, I am pulling off the lid, coloring, putting the lid back on, going to my next color, taking the lid back off, coloring, putting the lid back on, and that on and off, on and off, on and off creates a vacuum that sucks the liquid pigment to the end of the marker nib, and that's what causes the dripping. Whether or not that's the case, I'm not 100% sure, but I recognize that it definitely could be. So I am going to be purposeful about how I color, And these are the markers that they sent me for free. These are the replacements that they sent me. Now, I have had trouble with more than this selection, but these were the ones that were causing me the most trouble at the time that I was coordinating with them. So they sent me these 3, 6, 9 free stamps and 2 handles and 5 different O-rings, as well as a couple of stickers that I think is so much fun. So I'm going to be very, very purposeful about the way that I color, being incredibly mindful of taking the caps on, putting the caps off, which I did some coloring earlier today, and I was very mindful of that. I did have some dripping. In fact, I had a lot, but I just kept a paper towel right here, and I left the marker right there so that any of that excess would have a place to go, so it wasn't ruining a project, it wasn't getting on my hands, it wasn't, you know, just dripping onto my workspace. So I am going to be very mindful and very purposeful of how I color going forward. And if they are correct, and my change of behavior in terms of how that I color, if that makes a difference and if that resolves the problem, then I'm going to buy all of the rest, because they have 96, 93 more colors coming out, something like that, and I will buy them all. If this simple change in my behavior in terms of the way that I color, if that makes the difference, if that resolves the bleeding issue, I'm sold, because I have loved Olo from the beginning and don't want to change. Like, I was just very disillusioned, and I think that's the word that I've used multiple times, very disillusioned with Olo. But if it's my problem, if it's operator error, I will totally admit that. I will totally eat that. And I am 100% in awe of Olo for the way that they came forward. They offered a solution, they offered replacements, and told me to let them know if I have any other problems or questions. So I'm very impressed, and I'm sorry for any negativity that I sent their way, any shade that I threw on them, so please forgive me. Let me move on, because I have a couple more things that I purchased from Frantic Stamper. So you guys know that I am an Impression Obsession fan, and mostly because of Anna White and my sweet friend Dina Cowell as well. And this is one of Dina's stencils, I believe. Yep. This is called Batik Cross. I love it. I can't wait to play with that. And then I picked up this die set. I'm not sure if this was one of Anna's or otherwise, but it's called Checkered Frames. And you can see how many there are in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's going to be really fun. This one is called the Large Pine Cone. Now, I do believe that this was Anna's, and this is not what I thought I was getting. I did not think I was getting this big old die, but that is what we got. And then I got this Stitch Tag number 2 die. This was one of Anna's. This is Tag with Capped Top. This again was Anna's. This is Anna's Saint Nick die set, and you can see it comes with all the different pieces, and he is super, super cute. And then I picked up the Jolly. I already have Joy, but I just love these. I think they're so much fun. And then I picked up this Fancy Label die. This again is one of Anna's. And then for a freebie, they sent me this Congrats, and then the picnic table and the campsite tent. So I thought that was very, very sweet of them to send me those freebies. And of course, I will be putting all of those dies to use. Okay, and then I have this order from Spellbinders. I was watching Suzanne at the Creative Muse, and she is so well organized. She puts so much work and effort and thought and so much of herself into her videos when Spellbinders has these large sales. Shoot, all the time. It's not even just when there's a sale, but she gives you insight, she gives you tips, she gives you tricks, she gives you all kinds of hacks and whatnot to make sure that you are able to get the most out of your dollar when you're spending at Spellbinders. And so I had to follow her lead on several things. So let me scooch these over, and then we will start with the color wheel cardstock. So I was out of black paper. Now keep in mind that I'm on a no spend for Crafty things for all of November. This was purchased, I think it was either October 30th or 31st. It was right there at the cutoff. So I did order this, and I've had this for probably about a week. I just have not been able to sit down and film this video. But this, of course, is the Raven Spellbinder's Paper Arts Color Wheel cardstock. So it's their version of black. And, you know, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, you need those. You need those. So then I also picked up this Better Press plate and die set. And it says it hot foils beautifully. This is You Are Everything sentiments. And there's all of the words, and then all of the dies to die cut the words and the sentiments out. And they're just beautiful. A little something to make you smile. You are everything wonderful. With sympathy. Congrats. So proud of you. Happy anniversary. Take care and feel better. I'm so sorry. Thanks. I'm touched beyond words. This card is full of birthday wishes. Just because. Happy birthday. Thanks for just being you. And then I already read that one. So those are going to be fun to play with. Now, I've always had a love-hate relationship when it comes to foiling. Better Press is very much the same. But I'm willing, and I'm going to expand, and I'm going to continue to try. I'm not willing to concede defeat. Then I also picked up this Spellbinder set of cutting dies. This is the Christmas wreath add-on. Now, it is an add-on to the Build-A-Wreath, and these are by Suzanne. Whoop. So this one I have had in my stash for a while. I've used it a million times, but the Christmas wreath add-ons I just thought was really fun. And so of course this one has all of the base of your wreath, right? And then this has different things that you can add on to it. So you can see the Santa, or the snowman. You can see the bows, the snowflakes, the poinsettia, the tree, the Christmas greetings, the ornament, the whole nine, to make all those different images. I think that's super, super cute. And then I picked up these Spellbinders cutting dies. Love, 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 love the scallop at the end. The arch is a whole lot of fun as well, and I just like this little detail. Make a wish, arch labels, shown at 90%, 7 cutting dies. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Love that. And then this one is another arch piece, and this one is arch, punch, and pierce plate. So look at how pretty that is. So here's the overall arch with nothing, like no detail, no design. And then this one gives you this fun kind of infinity. And then this one gives you a little bit of a flower. And then this one gives you even more detail there in the center. And they all have like that pierced detail around the inside and the outside. Love that. I think that's super, super pretty. And then I have this Better Press plate, and this is the Snowfall Shimmer, and I have seen so many things done with this. It is absolutely stunning. So I will probably make a million different backgrounds with this and then use it in different ways as I go along with my Christmas crafting. And then I have this Barn Star wreath. I just think it's so very pretty. It has all the different details in there, all the different panels you can create. So I think it's very, very pretty and very, very fun. And look at this pine cone in here, the berries, the sprigs, the orange, the holly. I just love it. I think it's very, very cute. Very, very cute. And then I also picked up these Color Essential Sequins. This, like a raven black. It just says black smooth disc. And they definitely are. So these are more of a confetti than a sequin, but they're beautiful. And then I also picked up the Glimmer Foil. And this one is just in black. Let me see if it has a different name. Nope, it just says black. Excited to use that. And then I also picked up this trim. This is called Cord Mifuzz, M-I-F-U-Z-Z. Cord. I think it's not quite an eyelash trim, but it's similar. So I'm looking forward to being able to play with that. And so those are all of my store purchases, but I have a couple more things that I picked up on Etsy for my Christmas primitive display. And I have more coming that are actually being made as we speak. So the first one that I have to share with you today is this beautiful Santa. And he is from oldatticprimitives.etsy.com. And I think he's just the cutest little primitive Santa head. They call them bowl fillers. The seller's name is Barb. Old Attic Primitives from Lebanon, Pennsylvania. He was $13.91. Now, could I have made him? Maybe. Would he have been the same quality? No, not at all. And I've said before, I do not mind supporting an artisan to do something that I think I can do, but I probably won't. And even if I did, it wouldn't be to the same quality. So I'm going to pay people for their skill, for their talent, for their time, for their supplies. And I think this Santa is absolutely adorable, and Barb did an amazing job on him. Thank you, Miss Barb at oldatticprimitives.etsy.com. I think he's fantastic, and I can't wait to put him on my primitive Christmas display. And then I also picked up this beautiful image. Look at that. Isn't that so, so pretty? Now this is from Twinkle and Tonic. They are out of Coppell, Texas. And I can't wait to frame that and put that on my primitive display as well. And then I have two reindeer, and I believe it's a stovetop hat. Is that what it's called? Stovetop? I think that's what it's called. Anyway, so these will go beautifully on my Christmas primitive display. When my other primitive items arrive, I will share with you. I don't think I have anything else crafty that hasn't arrived that was ordered before the 1st of November. I do have some clothes and things coming, but I've shared with you guys that I'm on a bit of a weight loss journey. So as I lose weight, I need new things. I've kept a lot of my old clothes, but they don't all fit. So, you know, your body goes in stages, and I'm in my 60s now, so my body's a little bit different shape than it was before. So anyway, no other crafty supplies coming, I don't think. If anything does arrive, I will definitely let you know. And I guess that is it for now. Thank you guys for spending this time with me. You know, I love you. I think the world of you. I'm so appreciative of you. And I wish that I could hug each and every one of you and give you a Christmas and Thanksgiving kiss and a hug. And yeah, just know that you are on my thoughts, in my thoughts and on my mind. And if there's anything I can ever do for you guys, please let me know. If I can't do it, if we can't figure it out together, we'll figure something out for sure. Yeah, I'm going to let you go. I'm rambling. I apologize. I love you. Mwah. And until the next video, y'all, this is Nancy, the Handy Scandy. Thank you. And I'm out.